This is News 2 at 6.
Good evening, everyone. I thank you for staying with News 2. I'm Carolyn Murray.
It's good to have you here. I'm Brendan Clark. New information tonight on the woman found dead inside her home on James Island after a physical altercation with her 10-year-old grandson. 58-year-old Paula O'Neill died Wednesday morning after an apparent stabbing, though it's unclear exactly what happened.
News 2's Larry Collins has followed this story since it broke and has the very latest.
One day removed from tragedy, and crime scene tape serves as a reminder. A grandmother found dead, a 10-year-old covered in blood. Detectives still work to figure out exactly what happened, but officials say it started with some kind of physical altercation between the child and his grandmother, 58-year-old Paula O'Neill. At some point, they say at least one knife entered the equation. Now, according to police and witnesses, sometime after the incident, that 10-year-old left the house and his grandmother. He ran down the street to a neighbor's house with his injuries. 911 calls capture what happened next and shed new light on the situation.
A little boy who lives across the street came over, and he said his grandmother was trying to kill him. He's cut on his neck and his wrist.
A nightmare of a morning for the James Island mother heard in the calls, answering a knock at her front door, only to find a blood-soaked little boy.
I mean, he's cut. He's cut with a knife. I just brought him inside. I wrapped his wrist up, and I locked the door. He said he got one knife from her, and he threw it in the ditch.
His grandmother would be found soon after.
You were in the house when it happened. Did you hear anything at all, or?
I heard some screams.
Corey Swartz lives in the unit next door to the O'Neills in this duplex.
If I had a little more foresight, maybe I could have done something to, keep it from happening, or got the paramedics there a little quicker. It just didn't register to me that something horrific was going on.
Living next door to tragedy.
I saw them every day. They always seemed like nice people.
How would you categorize their relationship?
I would say it seemed like a pretty typical guardian-kid relationship. They seemed to get along most of the time.
Still waiting for answers, a community rallies around that family.
This is a serious traumatic event for him. I hope he gets the therapy and recovery that he needs.
On James Island, Larry Collins, News 2.
According to officials, the child's still at a local hospital but in the care of the Department of Social Services. DSS also investigating this case. Now, we called Coroner Ray Wooten late this afternoon, and she tells us that she is planning a news conference tomorrow regarding the results of her investigation.